you feel like your music saved you from your addiction? Like you brought up your addiction that you were dealing with. Do you feel like your music saved you from that, or do you think it was like a root cause in some kind of way? Or
I would say a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I think for the longest time, for the first like easily 10 years of my music career, I wanted to be famous because I wanted money, I wanted girls, I wanted attention, I wanted to be the center of everyone's life. I wanted to be the thing that people were listening to on the radio and that you couldn't stop thinking about. And I realized when I first got sober that was a really selfish intention for me. Because music can be about so much more. And when I first got sober, a friend of mine challenged me. He's like, hey, what if you started writing songs with the intent of just helping one person? Just don't worry about, being number one on the radio. Just write a song that helps one person not make the same mistakes that you made. And when I took on that mentality of music was about more than money, fame, girls, and attention, my whole career changed. And that was when music saved me. So at first it kind of played a part into this addiction because I was this very cocky, arrogant, I'm the best singer in the world kind of mentality. But when I had when that switch finally flipped, it became the thing that saved me now and keeps me on the straight and narrow every single day, because I get to go out and share my story of kind of my most desperate moments, but then also how I don't have to feel that way anymore. And I get it every day.
Yeah, for sure. Do you remember the exact moment that the light switch kind of triggered for you, that you were just like, let's go, let's do it? Yeah.
Like hop back into music, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been early 2020. So probably like March or April of 2020.
Okay. Gotcha. So right in time for the pandemic to hit and really wreak havoc on everything, right?
Yeah, in a weird way, I think the pandemic probably saved my life, because I got first introduced to sobriety back in January of 2020, before the pandemic hit, which I then went into a recovery facility, and I lived in a sober house for the first year of the pandemic, which had I been alone in my house without a job, I probably would have used that, so in a weird way, the pandemic saved my life because it gave me a new support system and all of the time in the world to focus on getting healthy, which then set me off on this new path.